Came to this place 10 days ago, but I can't find honest work.
My daughter Eoline insisted we go when we heard that Caddoc was gathering the Reach folk here in Markarth. Still, not sure if it was a wise decision.
Tarzim talks about his homeland a lot. Sandy, hot, no mountains, no trees. I can't even picture it, to be honest. Who would want to live in such a place?
My wife told me to make sure to buy warmer clothing on my way here. I really wish I had listened to her.
You probably want to talk to my brother, Tarzim. He's the one in charge.
I'm positive I won't cover myself in glory by spending time here. More likely I'll be covered in gore. But then again, I asked for this post. Therefore, I must make the best of it until I'm called back.
One clan refuses to learn to write. They believe that if they write down a word, they lose power over it. What power do they have over birds now? Or cats? Nobody has power over cats.
I know nothing of games of chance. My clan believes they simply summon bad luck to those playing. One of our number played one just the other day, and we haven't seen her since. We think a fell spirit got her.
In the wilds, all the sounds flew at random. Nothing to get stuck in your skull like the noise here in Markarth. I'm about to go nutty off my arse because of the nightly drummings and all manner of dwarf things clanking and rattling.
After all this blows over, I might roam beyond the Reach just to see more of the world out there. Just need to survive this dust up first.
I learned from my aunt that the Reach folk weren't one solid group of bad people, as some of my friends told me. And she's right. Some I'd avoid, certainly, but others are warm-hearted people with a joy for life.
Yeah, you won't find me out there fighting whatever's got these clans stirred up. Not unless I have to. I prefer smaller jobs.
You there. You match the description I was given. I have a message for you from Lyris Titanborn. Titanborn wanted me to find you and tell you she was on her way, but she had something she had to look into first. She said that if you weren't incredibly busy, she could use your help. Mentioned that you had an uncanny knack for solving problems. All I know is she found something at the Reachwind ritual site. It really got her companion excited. They stayed behind and sent me on ahead to deliver the message, which I have done. Now to see if a Nord can buy some mead around here. I need to report in to Jarl Svanna and the rest of the contingent from Western Skyrim, after I quench my thirst. The road we traveled was long and dusty. Remember, the Reachwind ritual site. That's where you'll find Lyris Titanborn. Yes, along with a contingent of Skyrim dignitaries. She figured it was the least she could do since the Grey Host attacked both our realms. Offer help the way Eastern Skyrim aided Solitude. Normal. I'm not sure what that is anymore. But if you're asking how we're faring, we're doing fine. Distribution of the elixir continues, and they found a way to cure the Harrow. And except for a few disorganized bands, the Grey Host is on the run. He's a big red guard, but he looks puny next to Titanborn. Short bones, though doesn't everybody. They say he's some kind of sword master. Or was it a dragon guard? I'm not sure. It's hard to remember anything other than his beard. It's impressive.
Beware the Shade Feathers if you mean to go beyond Markarth. They'll kidnap travelers and use them for their bloody rituals. They'll even murder other Reach folk that they find alone. Every hand in the Reach is turned against them.
I don't like Carrick. I don't like Markarth. I don't even like the ale they serve at the end.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful? You couldn't have timed your arrival any better. Ardkadak holds court as we speak. We'll never have a better chance to gain an audience with him. Did your investigation uncover anything we can use? What did you learn? Urana? I have heard that name during my time here. Did you happen to learn what these rebels are rebelling against? Flee this city, with a Grey Host prowling the countryside. Well, that's 3 valuable pieces of information. I want you to represent me before Ardkadak. Explain what you learned and convince him to finally agree to meet with me. Speak with the Ard Sentry. You'll need to convince her to gain an audience with Kadak. I think the information you uncovered about the rebels will be enough to interest the despot of Markarth, but you can never be too certain with Reach folk. I'm lucky to have made it this far into the city. Kadak and his entourage have little patience for a noble such as myself, especially a noble from a land they consider to be the home of their enemy. Now, this task is better in your hands. I shall wait around here and continue to discreetly learn what I can about the Reach and its people. I also want to think about Urana and her rebels. Maybe there's a way to add them to our arsenal. Go. I'll be here when you get back.
You again? You dare to disgrace Understone Keep with your presence, outsider? That takes guts, I'll give you that. What's your business in the Ard's Keep? Do you now? And you want to share that information with Ard Kadok? You're certainly full of surprises, outsider. All right, I'll allow you to approach the throne, if your courage holds out. Fair warning, the Ard's in a foul temper today. Not yet you don't, but you will. Ard Kadok's as likely to remove your head from your shoulders as listen to you, so talk fast, outsider. And remember, the Ard has no patience for fools or flatterers. Keep that in mind.
What fool do I have to behead for letting you in here? You're not of the Reach or the clans. You've either got the sense of a goat or the heart of a saber cat, and I'm eager to find out which. Now, speak plainly. What brings you to the despot of Markarth? The fancy elf, who won't take no for an answer, huh? Yeah, he should have made this offer earlier. News concerning the rebels is a beast worth skinning. Tell me something I don't know, and won't have you fed to my hunting dogs. Spies in my city? Well, that would explain some things, but that and a vague location aren't enough to get me to sit down and drink with a high elf. What else have you got? And remember, my patience is wearing thin. Arana. I know that name. She's a honey-tongued fanatic who refused to bury her sword when I forged a peace with the Grey Host. She's slippery, eh? But I didn't realize she led the rebels. Sniffing out a Reach witch. That commands respect. For now. Aye. They agreed to spare the city while they look for some ancient relic. Dwarven, I suspect. They can have it. Verandis wants to meet? Then talk to my advisor, Lady Boleyn. Track down Arana for her, and I'll listen to every word he has to say.
I couldn't help but overhear Ard Kadok's voice it carries. Now tell me about the leader of the witch rebels. The name you provided? Arana, I believe you said? Ah, therein lies the problem. Reach witches are experts at losing themselves in the many caves and copses that decorate the landscape. It's like finding a tooth in a hen's beak. Most witches give deference to the Ard. Arana is a troublemaker. Actually, that task falls to you. A favor for a favor, yes. That's how business works here. Locate the rebels, find Arana, and urge her to stop meddling in Markarth's affairs. Do that, and you shall earn a place for you and your count in the Reach. That look on your face. I know curiosity when I see it. Very well. I can spare a few more moments before sending you off on your task. What does the outsider in Ard Kadok's court wish to know? While I may not have been born and raised in the Reach, I have earned my place as friend and counselor to Ard Kadok.
His subjects call me a keep witch. I assure you, this is a term of the utmost respect among the Reach folk. A genuine desire for peace brought me here. The Reach finds itself beset from all sides. Orcs, Nords, Bretons, Imperials, they all seek the destruction of the Reach folk. I try to serve as a bridge of sorts. Yes, a bridge between the Reach and the civilized world. There's simply no reason that the people of Tamriel should go on killing each other. We have an opportunity to build a kinder, better Tamriel. I'm here to help make that future come to pass. What is any rebellion all about? Malcontents chafing against the established order, stirring up trouble. They're a nuisance, nothing more. It's a matter of timing. Since the arrival of the Grey Host, the land beyond the city walls has become perilous. The Ard urges everyone to take shelter here in Markarth, while Arana calls them away. Her reckless endeavor will get everyone killed. Peace, yes, of a sort. As long as we stay out of their way, the Grey Host has no quarrel with us. Besides, the walls of Markarth are impregnable. The Reach folk are perfectly safe in here. Now go, find Arana. A favor performed is a favor returned. A history lesson? Very well. Caddoc is the cousin of the late Emperor Leovic. He was appointed ruler of Markarth and has governed this region ever since. Ard is an ancient title that translates to King of the Fort. The fort being Markarth and Understone Keep. As for that other epithet, it's a name given to him by enemies and outsiders. He may be cruel at times, but he's no tyrant. Reach folk have a saying. Anyone can be a king in the Reach. No one can be a king of the Reach. Few Reach folk will accept a true sovereign. It isn't in their nature. Of course, that makes Caddoc's attempts to safeguard this region, complicated.
So, yesterday, I got dragged in to speak with Ard Caddoc about provisions. What about me cries out that I'm a master at provisioning things? Or then, when I returned to my ever-so-delightful sleeping spot to nap, I found my favorite blanket gone. Ha!
Cried his name as he rose from mother's womb. A child born with the blood elk's eye, whose rage spilled diamonds doom. Despair, despair, as Reach folk fail by arrow and speed, till clan friends he had none. At last he traded his eagle's heart to the ravens who covet our power. In his breast they planted the briar seed that grows from the corpse's flower. Thousands fell to his flaming sword as the blood sun rose and set. Despite the bite of 100 arrows, he fought till death he met. Let all remember Valum's rage, for it dwells in the heart of a soul. And he who covet the sacred reach will suffer her spears and fall.
Clans don't normally remain in one place for long, and everything a wanderer carries must be worth its weight. Our art possesses beauty and purpose. I've killed 5 raiders with one carving alone.
The Icereach Coven are not ice statues brought to life. If I find the person running around and spouting off heedless nonsense, I'm going to change them into a headless bit of bloody nonsense.
The chase begins like a song, paws pounding through the leaves, wings tearing against thorns, the shadow of the elf gloom, the shadow of the elf gloom. The endless forest beckons, your fear smells sharp and thrilling. To be hunted is to be alive, to be tested and worthy. bit run. Your skin would make such a prize. Feel the tear of teeth and flesh. The hunting grounds await you. The hunting grounds await you. The endless forest beckons. Your fears smell sharp and thrilling. To be hunted is to be alive. To be tested and worthy. To be tested and worthy.
The strangest thing about Markarth, people from all over Tamriel seem to wind up here. Never know who you're going to meet.
What brings you to Markarth? Come to see Ard Kaddock yourself? I think he's a true son of the Reach, though some disagree with me.
Over here, my friend. How went your audience with the Ard?
Not many outsiders appear before Ard Kaddock's throne and live to tell the tale. Since you're still alive, you must have won his favor. At least for now. In Markarth, you're useful or you're dead. Remember that.
Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ard Kaddock. Impressive. You accomplished more in mere moments than I've been able to do since I arrived in this savage land. We'll find a runner, see if the witch rebels will join our cause. I will continue my own investigations and meet you back here.
Not many outsiders appear before Ard Kaddock's throne and...
Kaddock has a lot of ideas. Not everyone in the Reach is behind him, but I say it's about time. When's the last time we had a leader who admitted he might be ready to learn a new trick or two?
You haven't seen a short reachman with white hair, shaven in odd patterns, have you? He escaped his lessons with me again. Ah, a shame. Thank you, friend. We were in the middle of the saga of the Cloud Ghosts. I must learn to accompany him when we break for food. Otherwise, he'll never relearn how to tell his clan's stories. Yes, at their request. I found this clan on my way here, and for the price of a tale, they let me stay in their camp. I'm a much better storyteller than their clan lawkeeper, so we struck a deal. I teach him how to tell his clan stories better. Aside from clan protection, why, all their stories, of course. I think I'm getting the better end of this deal, even with my student disappearing with growing frequency. Please excuse me as I continue looking. May your own tale grow in the telling.
They've gone too far. This will not stand. Looking for brave adventurers of all skill sets.
Finally, someone who looks strong enough to actually help.
I may be an Imperial, but I've served the city of Markarth since the days of the Longhouse Emperors. I've grown to love this land and its people. That's why I agreed to stay on and assist Ard Kadok. Good administrators are hard to find, after all.
Keep an eye on the locals. The clan I traveled here with chased off another band that picked a fight on the road. Then the troublemakers showed up here a few days later. They might not have learned their lesson yet.
Look, Huron, I say, fight to keep those you hold in your heart safe. Kill any who do harm to you or yours. What more law does a Reachman need than that?
Have you seen the note? If you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one can help with that. Ah, of course. These listings are where other adventurers, much like yourself, can declare their interests. Those of a similar proclivity can join up together and form guilds. Take a look. This one is sure a group suited to your needs awaits you. Have you had the chance to review the guild listings, friend? Wonderful! This one hopes you found something that interests you. Too often, this harsh world becomes isolating. Finding companions can make it bearable, Here, a little something for your time. This one is quite pleased you stopped by, and hopes that you find a guild that appeals to you. Amsar wishes you many friendships and adventures in your future. The listings are a place for like-minded adventurers to come together. The world is quite vast, no? Many times it is difficult to find those with similar interests to your own. With this register, you need look no further.
You've faced the darkness in combat. You've faced the Dromothra.
Any greenery you see around here of late comes from the efforts of me and my friend from the Mistrunner clan. Though, I don't know that she intends to stay here much longer. Vampire threat or no.
You've now lived until you've climbed to the top of this place and looked down. Just don't be a dolt about it and act like you're gonna push someone else over. That will get you killed here.
Carrick is a generous host when he wants to be. Just mind that glint in his eye. Means he's playing several games at once.
Reach folk are many peoples, each following their own paths. We're more like a quilt crafted by many hands, each with their own design, than a wool blanket of one color.
Several Alfiq wanted to come here with me to escape the dragons, you see, but I warned them of the likelihood that they be treated like house cats. They flipped their tails in irritation and went somewhere else.
Care to sample my wares, freehand? If you've a thirst, I've got a good strong drink to quench it.
Look around at this place. Have you ever seen anything this grand? So many people all in the same place. Oh, I should have come to see Markarth long before now. Oh. Hey, and I never want to leave. I come from the River Elks, a clan of many tents. You're the wilder, say. But even so, there are 10 times as many people in Markarth. Every day I see people I've never seen before. This is where I mean to stay. Prove myself to Arkadok and join his stone hands. He said he'd give me an empty house for my own if I killed a nearby bandit and brought back his, head. It turns out someone else had killed him already. No head, no house. You know, I thought so myself. Maybe a difference to the Ard, but I'm not giving up. I'm sure Arkadok will think of someone else in need of killing tomorrow, and I'll get my chance. For now, more cider!
Not a lot of trade is coming in recently. Having to get creative with what's at hand. Interest you in some wheatled corn surprise? Or withered beet with drippings? Get 'em while they last.
I hear that Arkadak frowns on the use of skooma. That brings this one much pain. Not that Jagama has skooma, mind you.
You haven't seen my scullery boy around, have you? Always seems to disappear right when there's work to be done. It figures. Nothing in this land ever seems to go the way I'd hope. I can't keep any good help, and Reachmen have the palates of hungry goats. My best efforts are wasted on them. I took a job cooking for the Starsinger clan in Cyrodiil in the days of Emperor Markarth. I'm afraid I got caught up in a clan feud. An assassin crept into my own kitchen to poison a feast I was preparing. I killed the switch with my own cleaver. I did indeed, but grateful. No. Turns out that spilling blood during a feast day is taboo among the Star Singers. I ended up here instead. That's another tale, but enough idleness. Watch yourself there. For this world is full of
When survival is at stake, you shape your character. When you make deadly mistakes, you sit with them to learn, or you ignore them and warp your character. Such are the beliefs of the Shunned Ones, a clan consisting of the cast-offs of other clans.
I've always avoided dwarven places. I feel so odd around them. Not myself. The spirits in these stone houses are blind to us.
These Reach folk are curious. I wasn't originally happy with my assignment here, but to make the best of it, I'm recording the various clans and their alliances. To be blunt, these people are a mess. I redo my charts each day.